Hi, this is Desmond the Dial. I'm a girl. Yeah, my new name is Maven. I came out 3 weeks ago, matter of fact. And I'm just gonna tell you the experience of being trans and the beginning egg crack stages because I there was definitely some signs that I did ignore, but I just had to confront it head on. It was just weird. Right. I say 2 years ago, I started having this uncomfortable feeling in my body. I didn't know what it was. So, like how a peasant would like experience depression, but he wouldn't know what it was called. So he would just like move on with life, not knowing this mental burden on him. It was basically like that. And I don't know, it was just so strange. I had these depressive mood swings. I looked at myself in the mirror. Life was going good. I'm in college. Like, I have two dead parents that basically pay that shit off. Like, I basically go to school for free, but it was something going on in my mental state that I didn't know. And that's when I just started like looking at trans femme content creators, just listening to trans men about their like dysphoria, and I was like, what? No way, I'm trans. Like, it's first denial. Of course denial comes first, but I'm like not in the denial type person to just like, I'm gonna suppress you for years. No, I'm way more like self-aware than that. I kind of want to hurry up and figure out the problem. I didn't know what it was. It was like I was trying to not accept that I was trans in a way. I thought it would be a passing feeling, as most things are, but the feelings just stayed around. I kept looking at myself, disassociating like James Sunderland from fucking Silent Hill, and it disassociating all the time when I looked in the mirror, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then 3 weeks ago, I was like, oh shit, I'm a woman. I like being fucked a little bit. Maybe I like to suck the occasional cock here and there, you know? Maybe I like to dress pretty, wear lipsticks every now and then, look emo, look cute, you know? Being a pretty princess and shit. And that's when I discovered, oh my god, I'm trans. And this is the help from a non-binary person I hooked up with on Grindr, one of the sweetest people on there. I haven't been on really much Grindr dates, only been on a total of two because, I don't feel like having trauma. But the two experiences I've been with, they have been so nice, and we had fun, of course. And it just left me with more self-discovery, and I was like, oh my god, I actually like dressing femme. And it just helped me discover myself. So real feeling. Like, I heard of trans people when I was younger, right? I was like, oh, they can do whatever they want, I don't really give a fuck. Not like I fiercely hated them, more as like, it looked strange. Like, drag queens and shit, they looked strange to me in the beginning, and I was like really repulsed by feminine shit. I was trying to be the man of the house, and because my grandmother was raising me, and I was only older sibling with any type of authority, and my little brother was, we knew he was gay. Like, straight up out the box, we knew that nigga was gay. Like, but me, I was just trying to be the man. I was always the one trying to like, hey bro, do some manly stuff, come be a man with me, little brother. But he was just doing his own thing, and I guess it kind of pissed me off, and why I didn't like my brother for such a long time. But that's been like since years ago, like middle school, elementary school shit. And now I fully accepted him for who he was. And it's funny how it just comes full circle. And now I'm discovering who I am and who I want to be and what my true identity is. It's just funny how it just works its way back. It's just full circle moment. And he was my biggest supporter when I came out to my family. Like, he was next to me, calling me she. I was like, oh, thanks, bro. And it really felt nice. And being called a her just feels right, Like, when I was a man, I just didn't feel like a man, and I was like, yeah, I'm just a nigga. Like, I ain't really got shit. I don't really feel masculine. I don't like football. I like video games and nerdy shit, but that's about it. Like, I'm not a man. I guess it was just projection towards my brother, who wanted to be himself and gaily, and now we're both fucking queer. And guess what? I fucking hate this country so fucking much. Not just because it's literally signing executive orders to stop like fucking trans people. It's also because I'm black as well, and oh my god, when you do so much extensive research into our history as black people, god, it just never stopped. From emancipation to the towns they destroyed to Emmett Till to the drugs they put in our neighborhoods, Bloody Sunday, everything. It just never stopped. Even to like current day police brutality, that shit, it never stopped. The hate for blacks have never stopped, and I hate this country and how the white people here do not accept it and want to turn it around and say slavery was good. Shout out to Ron DeSantis. Fuck that ugly white cock as fuck. God, fuck white people. Jesus. Okay, I'm joking. I'm not for real. But Jesus, looking at the extensive history of what white people do, excluding the Balkans, excluding Wales, Ireland, and the Scots, y'all are the most evil race I've ever. Objectively, y'all have done the most damage. And we can bring up many empires. Ottoman doesn't even come close, because at least I had if they invaded me, I have a decent chance of becoming a civilian at one point. And all I had to do was pay his taxes. Y'all motherfucking European white Caucasus Mountain. Y'all conquer us. Y'all send us to the worst hell imaginable. Example, King Leopold of the Congo, from Belgium. Yeah, didn't forget that. Chattel slavery, we can go over that. But at least, and you're like, oh no, the Ottomans had slavery. No, the Ottomans had slavery. Bro, it was like at least 5 to 7 years of slave work, and then I'm free. Y'all niggas hold us all into life, and y'all had gall to like treat us like breeding animals. So like, which one's more humane? Like, I'd rather be in the Middle East, for real, for real. Cogito ergo sum, Descartes is a fucking scammer of a philosopher. The worst part is that he's French, so it was already a scam to begin with. Cogito ergo sum. What do you mean my own material conditions don't make my thoughts? That is so stupid. Like, I grew up poor. I always knew I was poor. That affected my mental state a lot. And whoever continues to spread this false, like, Western ideal of like our thoughts are not connected to our material conditions, you need to be gunned down like the dog you are, and never make a law in your life or vote. I'm okay, not really. We grew up fascist here in America. Like, I'm gonna say some fascist shit, but obviously it's wrong that I say this. But Jesus Christ, man, I hate that scammer. Conservatism and liberalism is an old idea, and they served their purpose when we got out the Gilded Age. Yes, it gave a lot of people freedoms, and conservatism held on to very good traditions that people do not want to let go, that are from their culture, which is understandable. But I'm just saying that these two have to die in order for things to get better and to progress, because they have such reclusive ideas, regressive thoughts. If I'm trying to make a way forward and someone is trying to go back and regress the progress that we made as a whole society, like, say, like the anti-vaxxers, an absolute spit in the face of modern medicine, and everyone who has died of polio, of fever, fucking like mumps, like, it's just such a spit in the face. So why do we have this idea of conservatism that everything back in the day was better? It just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, this video was honestly just to spitball some ideas, for like to get my thoughts out there, to see what videos I'm gonna make. And honestly, it was a great idea I did this, because now I have 3 video ideas I really want to make and expand my thoughts on, instead of leaving it into a jumble mess where a bunch of niggas in the comment section are gonna fight each other about who really is the racist one here. Also, instead of Desmond the Dial, it's Maven the Dial now. Anyway, that's how I'm gonna end this video. See you guys later when I upload. Might expand on a lot of those things. Also, Charles Xavier and Magneto. That's a new video idea I'm gonna come up with. Y'all gonna see that soon. Trust me. I actually like discussing philosophy about that shit. It's pretty cool.